Good evening, North Korea
town. That's not what we talked about.
No, this is going straight to you, North Korea.
Because we're in Koreatown in LA.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm giving your address away.
Oh my gosh. 30 what? No, don't say it.
30 Rock?
30 Rock. It's 30 Rock. We're in New York. So hello, this is a show that is called Breakstuff. We are
your
currently
hosts.
being held hostage and things are not going well. But
Yep.
Topo Chico, we're trying to get sponsored by Topo Chico mineral water. Drink the water.
I don't know about you, but I like this bitter. Like cracks. Savor the cross. This means the cross in French. Savor the cross?
What? Listen, all I gotta say is this comes in a glass bottle. Far superior, if you ask me.
Oh, this is
And
cheaper.
a more preferable sponsor for this show.
Well, let's see who's got deeper pockets. It's so refreshing.
So refreshing. So anyways, I cut Andy off. My name is Carson, and this is...
Hey, my name is Andy.
Andy. Could you imagine we did the whole podcast talking like this?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
What?
Whip.
Do you have some wheat cereals?
Wheatin'?
Wheat cereals?
We're getting way off. This is the longest intro for a show that we've done.
Absolutely.
You're tired
Shit.
out.
I'm fucking hungry.
Are you?
That's not true.
No?
Well, yeah, maybe a little bit.
What do you mean?
I want to eat dessert.
What dessert do you want to eat?
What dessert do I want to eat?
Yeah.
Metal news. That's the kind
Metal
of dessert
news.
I want to eat.
Play the music. Metal news.
It's funny because
There's no music.
there's no music.
There will be. There will be. There will be so much music.
All right. Why don't you take this one?
First one from our insider sources.
In North Korea.
In North Korea, Fred Durst, the lead singer for Limp Bizkit, has just won a Pulitzer Prize
Isn't
for
that
all
amazing?
of his work. I mean,
Dude.
really what he's done is quite transformative. I mean, like, you look at artists maybe like, I don't know, like Kendrick Lamar, who's also won a Pulitzer Prize. It's like, yeah, but then you have, like, you just have one of those days where you don't want to wake up.
Life's just a little bit fucked up.
Exactly. Like, rolls right off the tongue, impactful.
Oh my God.
I remember some days, some days you don't want to wake up. Like, I feel that. Like, and
Some days I also just want to use a chainsaw. Right?
What?
Man, boom.
But I mean, congratulations, Fred Durst, for your hard work. It's obviously paid
Highly
off.
deserved. And
Highly.
I bet, it's another entry into your stellar resume.
Stellar.
Stellar. The best.
Blast. Okay,
The
so our
best.
next one.
Oh, speaking of reporting from North Korea.
Oh yeah.
Dude, so we're here, right?
Yeah,
We're,
yeah,
hey Kim. Yeah. Metallica's playing here.
In North Korea.
Yeah, Metallica's playing North Korea as the first metal band to ever play in North Korea, but it was conditional.
Conditional, what does that mean?
Conditional. There's a condition.
Okay.
Kim said, "Okay, I'll let you play here only if Dennis Rodman is in your band as the keyboard player."
You know, Metallica, infamous for their keys.
Oh, dude, you should use the keys and fucking Ride the Lightning. It was great.
Is it?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. Also, yeah, I don't think Kim's gonna like Master of Puppets.
No, he is not. He's not gonna like Master of Puppets.
But hey, that's how metal is, right?
That is how metal is, yeah.
You should be pissing people off. If not, then you're not doing your job.
It is crazy. Didn't Metallica play for like 500,000 people in Russia or something like that?
Oh, in the
one time?
90s?
Yeah,
dude, Pantera was there.
That is just crazy.
Yeah.
Like that wouldn't even feel like people. That would just feel like literal, like, I don't even know, like a hill.
I've heard a lot of people saying playing for like thousands of people in front of thousands of people, it's easier than playing in front of two.
Oh, so much easier.
Because I guess if it's like a sea of people as far as the eye can see, you kind of get...
It's 1.6 million.
Oh, shit. That's a lot, dude.
I literally undersold that. That's crazy. 1.6 million.
See, look. So imagine yourself stepping out. It must have been outdoors for sure.
Yeah.
Right. So stepping out on stage, you see like 1.6 million people. What does that even look like? It's just like a sea of faces, right?
That's what I was saying.
So it's like, oh yeah, just like you become disconnected.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So imagine playing for your parents. Oh, I'm gonna be shitting my pants.
Well, this is listen. We can bring this up in the next segment, but Weezer, the lead singer Rivers Cuomo, he's
from Berkeley.
He's not.
What? I thought he was.
No.
Okay, that was a lie.
Yeah, they probably were
fake news.
Very fake news. This is real news.
You are fake news.
That was good. No, so actually to correct that point, so after he made the Blue album, which is huge, huge album, he then was like, okay, that's interesting, but I want to challenge myself. So he applied to Harvard and got a degree at Harvard.
Oh, he's better than us.
A lot.
Oh yeah, okay. Ouch.
He has a degree from Harvard and a successful music career.
Yikes.
Ouch.
Well, if you don't see me next week or hear from me, you know why. My life has been a failure.
So he was saying it was so much easier to play in front of all those people than to give a speech at his Harvard class of 8 people.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Because you probably know those 8 people, too.
You know
right?
those 8 people, you have such an intimate connection because you're speaking directly to them,
Like our audience.
Yeah, like our audience.
What's up, Terry?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, Terry. Yeah, Terry.
To the 9 people watching this, we love you, man.
We love you. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching.
What's the next piece of news you got, bro?
I think... Is that the last piece of news? Oh, so, this has been really anticipated because, recently Slipknot, they fired their drummer.
Oh, Jay. Yeah.
Jay, which is, my opinion,
it came out of the blue is what I heard.
Ridiculous. Yeah,
right?
Out of the blue. But I think they did that, another member left, so,
yeah.
Slipknot's in, kind of a weird place, I would say.
Did they ever hold auditions for a replacement?
So apparently they did, and this is kind of hush-hush. We're kind of revealing it for the first time, but Ringo Starr is going to be their new drummer for Slipknot. That makes
sense. Oh my God. He's known for all those blast beats, dude.
No, 100%. When you think of heavy music, you think of Ringo.
Oh, yeah.
Like the left-hand crossover while he's playing. Innovative.
The drum kit is also a heavy instrument.
Very heavy. Very, very heavy.
Dude, I remember helping you set up. I carried your bag that had the hardware on it. I'm like, fuck!
The hardware bag is the
Holy
worst.
crap.
People think the shells are bad. The shells are not bad. No,
it's light as fuck, man.
Light. They're just air. They're literally the shells themselves is just some wood.
Sheets of wood and air.
They're unwieldy, because it's just a big circular thing.
Yeah, it's just bulky, but it's not heavy. But
no, the moment you start picking up hardware, it's just all metal.
The cymbal stands, pedals. Oh my God. Good luck if you have a rack system. Good luck.
Oh yeah, I'm never
that
doing
one
that.
band in Rockland.
Oh my gosh,
will not name. Oh my God, that sucked.
Gosh. Well, I was just bro, this is freaking, we're in Rockland right now, man. You don't.
Rockland, Massachusetts, in a bar on a Thursday night.
No,
something.
it was a Saturday.
Oh, Saturday night. This guy whips out a 100-piece drum kit.
Yeah,
with a whole rack system. Couldn't play in time.
No.
Yeah,
that one was rough. Our friend Anthony would pat the metronome on our back. And you could just tell how off
he was
they were.
so mad. Anthony was so mad.
He was really angry, and I was like, "Listen, bro. Some of these people, this is just their release,
bro." We were laughing.
Yeah, my thing is, I don't know. This will conclude the news segment, and we'll go into this thing. But there's some people with music that and I understand why Anthony was angry in that moment because you got to put it in perspective. When you're a musician that's paying all this money to go to a school, you've played for so many years. You put all this dedication and practice, and then a headliner comes up and it's like music is just a hobby for them, and their taste and understanding what is good and then what is not good is literally up in the air.
They don't know.
They don't know, right? So, you know, we watched this band, which like 3/4 of them look like they're still on meth, and that's not even a joke. Like,
honestly, they look like they had track marks or something.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. So for me, if you're a musician and you're in a band and it's just your hobby and you enjoy doing it,
there's nothing wrong with that.
100%. Please go do it. I think the frustration though is like when you have a band that's taking it very seriously, and then you put them at the bottom of the list. And I'm not saying we should have headlined, but I'm saying like there's so much hype for this band, and somehow they weaseled their way to like
the headline spot.
To the headline
where
spot.
I watched all the bands that came before them.
Yeah.
Everybody was solid.
Yeah.
Great bands until we got to the headline, and it's like, whoa.
It's like, whoa, bro, what are we doing?
The guitarist had like this rack mount gear.
Yeah.
Outboard gear, and he couldn't play. The guy couldn't play in key.
No.
Nor in time.
No.
But hey, he had huge muscles, so I guess
it does pay off.
It pays off.
I played a gig last week, and like I literally don't know how to respond to this. But like afterwards, like people were like saying like I did a really good job. They're like, "Oh, you're really seamless," and I was like, "Oh, well, that means a lot. Thank you very much." And then one guy, and like again, like you know, I'm playing at bars, so like obviously like pretty plastered people. A guy comes up to me. And like he said it in like the most like, why is everyone leaving my apartment right now? Like so like, I don't know if you could hear it. It's just like doors slamming left and right.
Walls are super thin, guys.
Walls are super thin. So like I literally am about to leave the venue. Like they just paid me. I was like, okay, great, thank you so much. And then this guy comes up to me, and like not in like a like I also got like a pass from a dude that was genuinely into me, and I was like, no,
a dude?
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
I was playing, and he came, and Tiana was making fun of me. He came and he passed by the drum kit, which was like way in the back, and he blew me a kiss. Oh. And I was just like, I just kept going. So this guy, he wasn't making a pass or anything, but he just goes, man, dude, your biceps are big. And I just go,
you want to know what a good reply to that is?
What?
I have something else that's big.
No.
My ego. Right?
Yeah. I knew that's where you were going.
About.
That's 100% what you were saying.
Yeah. Dude, come on.
You wanted to show me a meme, didn't you?
I did.
I did.
Welcome to Andy's Gross Corner.
Andy's Gross Corner. Cue the music. Great.
Anyway, yeah, go hit it.
Yeah. This one isn't gross. It's just funny.
For Tesla is that we've accelerated the advent of electric cars by at least 5 years. So that should be.
Drug dealing just to get by. Stack your money till it gets sky high. We wasn't supposed to make it past 25. Joke's on you, we still alive. Throw your hands up in the sky and say
nodding.
We don't care what people say.
Yeah.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Just now.
Sure.
Drug dealing.
I just love how there is no resolution to that video. It's just like...
It was awkward. Yeah, when Elon said, sure.
Sure.
Did you see Kanye's face? It was like...
I mean, like it obviously shows how fragile his ego is, because he, like, you could tell, like, even in that moment, he realized he was next to, like, say what you will about Elon, but he is a brilliant person.
Absolutely.
Like,
he wouldn't be in this position if he wasn't.
No, for sure. So, like, my thing is, Kanye was probably like, oh, this is a, like, next level smart person. What can I do? Drugs, you know, like, which Kanye is also really great at, but, like, it's just like, bro, he was just explaining what success was for Tesla, you know, and
it was a serious topic too, and then he just like,
yeah,
drug dealing. Show me yours.
Okay,
I showed you mine. You showed me yours.
Scroll up, Nimrod. We have an intern again this week.
Nimrod.
Oh wait, go up. Keep going. Okay, yeah, the guy, it was the one I was showing you earlier with the kneecaps. Next one down.
Go down.
That one.
Yeah, this one.
I know what you're probably thinking. Henry has awesome kneecaps.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
I do have
Whoa.
awesome kneecaps. I used to be really self-conscious about my kneecaps, but then one day I realized how beautiful they were. We're all beautiful in Mother Nature's eyes.
This is in my
I
nightmares.
also have voluptuous calf muscles.
Delicious calf muscles. Wait, is it just me or is that Peter Griffin with a higher voice?
That's Peter Griffin when he was growing up, 100%.
Was he? Do you think he was like, I thought I have great kneecaps? Oh wait, why am I speaking like he's not from the South?
From the South.
He's from Rhode Island.
Yeah, it's like Boston accent, but super nasally. I can't even begin to pinpoint what that sounds like.
Some people would say New England accent. Same.
No, like
Sorry, Louis.
No, I don't know. The New England one, like you have certain mannerisms that you say, but like Peter Griffin's is like there's something about it that's like way all nasal when he talks. Like I don't know. So then adding that with like, I went to I can't even do a Boston. It's so sad. I lived in Boston for 4 years and I can't now.
I can't.
But also, we weren't around like actual Boston people that much.
We were around people who were not from. We had classmates who were, but like 2-3 of them.
Yeah,
and they didn't.
I had one person in my circle, not even at Berkeley, that like was like hardcore Boston. That was freaking it.
Oh, I was classmates with this one guy in my first semester. Right, he's like, "Oh yeah, I live like right here. I take the train to school." I'm like, "Why don't you have the accent if you were born and raised here?"
Yeah.
He was like, "Oh, my parents have the accent, but I'm not doing it." I'm like, "Why?"
Not doing it.
He's like, "'Cause I want to sound educated."
Yikes.
That's his words, not mine.
Boston.
But you know who I hear when we were in Boston with a thick Boston accent? It was the city workers, cops, construction workers from the city, firemen.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Like I worked with a guy that was like New England, born and raised, and then a guy that was also New England, but Cape Cod. And so when those two would like talk and like they would just freely talk, it would be like
no holds barred.
Yeah, exactly.
So
I would love just kind of like not eavesdropping, but just kind of listening because I'm like, this just sounds like another language. This is crazy.
Yep. New England, don't ever change.
Don't change.
Except maybe the drug problem, but sure.
And there's drug problems everywhere.
That's true.
So you wanted to show me a guitar solo?
Oh, we doing that? Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna do it. Why not? I think this is how we'll finish out the show too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are we not doing harder than that? 1, 2, 3.
Does it go hard?
That was pretty good.
That was pretty good. That was good. We're getting better. We're getting better, guys. We're getting better, guys.
Practice makes prefect.
Prefect. Okay. Wait, I have
First
the list.
band on the deck today is
on
Journey.
The deck. Journey. Does it go hard?
I mean, I'm a huge fan of Neil Sean.
Yeah.
Fucking great guitar player, man. Holy shit. It's really good.
But does it go hard?
While I think Journey is a legendary band, I would not put them into the hard category. They have their moments.
That was 100% what I was going to say.
Don't get me wrong, I'm a big fan.
Yeah. I think they're great.
I wouldn't, it's not a band I would call heavy.
No, they couldn't. They might have some like cool parts that are like big and grand, you know?
Yeah.
But
like heavy instrumentation, yes. But
I don't know. There's some guitar parts, like some moments that are like really big, you know, that like do feel a bit heavy.
Heavy too, yeah.
But I don't know. It is interesting how, like, I think this does bring up a good point where, like, how music shifts. Like, music of the 90s now is being classified as classic rock and 90s dad rock.
Yep.
You know, it's interesting because now when you listen to stuff from, like, 80s, like 70s almost, it doesn't even, like, because back then they would be like, this is super heavy. Like, this is, like, really, you know? And, like, now it's like, that's child's play compared to Cannibal Corpse. You know what I mean?
Today,
like,
if you don't have like a fucking 10-string guitar, you're not heavy.
Exactly.
Right?
So I think that's interesting because I think if you would ask like even our parents, like they'd be like, oh yeah, 100%.
oh my God, Led Zeppelin's too heavy for me. I'm like, what?
Yeah. Led Zeppelin's great. There's no diss, but it's like
No, but like
comparatively.
the heaviness scale,
yeah. The
right?
heaviness scale that we are now trademarking. The heaviness scale.
I'll call the patent office tomorrow.
Please, thank you. Andy is my patent guy.
Yep, I am. That's
Okay,
what I do.
so wait, our next one, and I think it also kind of falls similar, but not exactly. Motley Crue.
Okay, for me, yes.
Yeah.
Because when even in the 80s, at the peak of their career, they're considered like heavy.
Yeah. Well,
I mean-
they were the epitome of like hair metal.
Yeah, but like guys, like I saw a documentary, Dave Mustaine, because he also was playing in Metallica in the 80s. Yeah, intern says yes.
Intern didn't even need to look it up. He just knew.
Were heavy, like heavy.
Yeah.
And they used to shit on these Sunset Strip, hair metal bands, which I think for that time was still pretty heavy. Not like Metallica or Megadeth in the 80s, right?
Yeah.
But yes, I do think Motley Crue would qualify as going hard. Yeah.
Yeah,
In the 80s.
I would agree.
Today, it's like it's a radio song,
It is a radio song. Like I remember watching The Dirt, which like some people have been like, that movie is stupid, and I was
No,
like,
but I think it's factual, right?
it's like pretty factual. I think like
Yeah.
they might like overdo a couple things, but like
It's
everything
not far
is
from the truth.
Not far from the truth.
Yeah.
No, which I think is like my thing with movies is like if I have a good time, if I'm having fun, then
Then
freaking
it's
great.
good.
Then so like that whole movie, I had a good time. It was fun.
Oh, absolutely.
But like it did like, and it's with all of these movies that do highlight these like music from a time or music from a band, is like that got me into Motley Crue for like a while there, like where I was like, oh, this song is actually like good, like, and I would say that it is hard,
Yeah.
And then finally, we're in full agreement today. I thought we might differ. We might differ now. Ghost.
Oh man. You go first.
I'm gonna say no.
That's fair.
I mean, like
Yeah.
the looks, 100%. Like I get it. I get it. 100%.
The attitude is there.
The attitude's there. I don't know. I will say, I could totally debunk myself later, but like I've not listened to much of Ghost, but all I have listened to is like I was just like, this is good, but I wouldn't be like, like full
Okay,
on
so
like,
I have
rock.
a different experience with Ghost.
Right. Because you saw him live.
I did.
A while
So
back.
and so I'll explain that in a bit. I do think early Ghost stuff goes hard,
Okay.
but the later ones, I feel like not really. They still have that Satan attitude. It's basically pop, satanic pop.
Pop, satanic pop.
It's like accessible Satanism.
yeah.
I don't think it's heavy, but the earlier stuff, the first two albums maybe, yeah. And I thought it was heavy because I saw them in 2012. They weren't big yet. They opened for Opeth for Opeth and Mastodon. It was during the Heritage Hunter tour. They opened and I'm like, whoa, holy shit, who the fuck is this satanic pope coming out? And then their songs, okay, well, it's not heavy compared to like, Meshuggah.
Yeah.
It was still pretty heavy in the sense that it was saturated. The attitude was definitely there.
Yeah.
So I'd call it yes, but lately, no. So there's my answer.
Okay. I agree. Like I can see that answer.
So we kind of agree.
Yeah, I still even think with like the earlier stuff that like even you guys showed me before we started, I was kind of like, like I can see it, but I'm not.
It's still
fully
kinda
seeing the
poppy,
picture.
right?
Yeah, it's still pretty
But
poppy.
I guess how do you set yourself apart from like legions of other metal bands?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Right. You go to
You
opposite
just
direction.
gotta go opposite or just own what you do.
Yeah. Which is not bad. It's just, let's just say that the later stuff doesn't go heavy.
Yeah.
Or doesn't go hard.
Exactly. Does
Yeah.
not go hard. And that will conclude our segment of Does it go hard? Okay, so now that was good. I think we just gotta like really just lean into it.
Yeah.
For our final segment, we last week we deconstructed poorly, in my opinion, my end, part of one of our songs called "Created Destroyed," and we're gonna continue some
same
analysis, same song, but really I'm just going to kind of give the reins over to Andy on the solo section here.
Okay, as Carson said, this week we're talking about and we're looking at the guitar solo for Created and Destroyed. So it's a pretty brief one. I got 9 bars to make something happen, right? So what I did was, let's divide these bars. So I just did take 4 for the first part, another 4 for the second part, and then the last bar, I guess we'll just do some chaotic shit, right? So my first cue was, okay, first 4 bars. What's the song's title? What's the song's title, Carson?
It is created / destroyed.
Great. So I divided it into 2 major parts, I guess you could say. First part is creation, and the second part is destruction. So I went ahead, okay, this is one of those times where I'm going to get really in the weeds with this, like full nerd. So the first part for creation, I used like the melodic minor scale, just because, it's creation. Let's put something brightish in there. So I did like a kind of cascading series of weird notes, but all in a B Lydian dominant. That's what I was thinking of, which is a mode of the melodic minor scale. So I phrased the notes into groups of 5, but played in 16th notes. So there's like a 4 and 5 thing going. But yeah, I did that. For the first 4 bars was creation, and then on the next 4 bars, that's destruction. I shifted from B Lydian dominant to B Phrygian dominant, because evil, destruction. So I kept that same motif of using like groups of 5 notes, but I'm playing them in 16th notes. So the accents and the beats don't fall on the first note of the pattern necessarily, but just because I like to complicate my life. That's just me. And finally, for that last bar, I went full chromatic, just because I realized we were going out into your
what we talked about last week,
So I'm like, that's pretty damn chaotic, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, this is probably gonna be super textural. So I just went chromatic.
Yeah. And I think like again, I'm not going to put words into your mouth, but like one thing I noticed, like, well, there's 2 things I noticed about this solo is like, even in the recording, which our guy, oh my gosh, I'm forgetting his name. His name is Jaro, who mixed it. And, like the way that he said it, like it wasn't like a solo that was like super like in the center of the mix. Mm-hmm. Like it was almost like blended in a way that you can really hear it. But like to your point of like the textural, like it adds this like extra texture to the song. Still making it like a really fantastic like guitar solo, which like I still can't comprehend what you're even doing. Looking at the sheet music is a lot for me right now.
Are those notes?
Yeah, those notes. But also too, like I still commend both you and Anthony, because like that section, playing that section live, like there's a video of us playing it at the Calf.
Yeah.
And there's few, like when people are like, wow, you're really committed to playing drums, and I'm like, yeah, because there isn't a feeling that really in my life that has matched like a feeling similar to one like when we were playing this live. Mm-hmm. When the solo comes in, because like my pattern, I'm gonna butcher it. Like I will play this section after, but like and then that just section kind of repeats, but like really like heavy, really moving, grooving while you're doing your
intervallic stuff,
and then going into that 7/8 section that I talked about after is just like, it's like this explosive, section. Like it really, like if you ask, and I think this is also too why I think this is like the best song off of it. It's just like arrangement wise, I just like every single time it gets to that part, I'm like, this is so freaking sick, and it's like one of those things that's like intangible. It's just something that you enjoy.
And I feel like it flows out nicely into that 7/8.
Yeah, no, it is absolutely perfect. Like because like if you could see in that 5/4, like we basically like
there's
fit in
a reason why I made it 5/4. That last section it's just so I could get the listener's ear used to that B flat at the end of my solo.
I see, because then.
Yeah, so we had a glitch there. I was talking about that B flat. So yeah, I made that last bar in the solo a 5/4 bar, just so on the last beat I can have like a full quarter note of that last B flat, high B flat. because it's the same note I start on in the next section in that 7/8 groove where I do those minor seconds, right? So I'm like getting in that last bar. Basically, compositionally, it serves as a bridge between like diatonic and chromatic. Oh yeah, basically.
Crazy.
Nerd.
Nerd. For sure. Well, we're gonna end on that note. That's crazy that it crashed right when we got to the end. But yeah,
I mean,
you learned something. Oh, also we'll play that section right now. That was that section. That was crazy. Cool part.
yeah.
No, it is. It is. It's just funny because we didn't listen to it right now.
Yeah.
Thank you for tuning in, guys. I hope the 9 of you enjoyed it. Have a good week.